In this video, we're going to show you how to measure and install a Lazy Susan door. We're going to begin by measuring the width, and then we're going to measure the height of the hinged side of the Lazy Susan doors.
Now that we have the door opening dimensions, we need to use the Lazy Susan door calculation sheet to figure out the size of the door. As you can see at the top of this page, we need the door opening dimension minus the thickness of the bumper, which is a 1/16 of an inch, minus the thickness of the opposing door, which is 3/4 of an inch, and then we need to add a 1/2 inch so that we are adding for the 1/2 inch overlay. So with the door that we measured, we need to take that door width, which was 11 inches. We then need to subtract the 1/16 of an inch, subtract the 3/4 of an inch, and add a 1/2 inch, which brings that total to 10 and 11/16 of an inch wide. We then, in the height, need to put in our height, which here you'll see the height of that door was 24 inches, plus 1 inch, which gives us a 1/2 inch overlay on each side, which brings that total to 25.
On the order form, you will want to scroll down, and on the base doors section, we're going to type in the quantity. So here we have one door, so we're going to type in 1, type in the width, and then type in the height of that door. We're then going to go back to the non-hinged side of the door, measure the width of that door, and then we're going to measure the height of that door. Now that we have the opposite door size, which you can see here is 12 inches, we need to use the calculation sheet again. So we're going to take 12 inches minus a 1/16 minus 3/4 and then plus the 1/2 inch overlay. This will bring that new measurement to 11 and 11/16 of an inch. That is our door width. Also, the door height is going to be 24 inches plus 1 inch, which will give us a 1/2 inch overlay on both sides, which brings us to 25 inches. Once we go back to our order forms, we're going to fill that next door out. We're going to go with how many doors, the width of that door, and then the height of that door. Now once we fill this part out, we want to make sure that we go up to the Lazy Susan doors section on your order form. In there you will see where there is a drop down menu. By clicking on that drop down menu, you want to click bifold with hinge, and then in the area below that you will want to put in what number lines those two doors were in. So in this example, those doors were typed in line items number 20 and 21. Here you can see hinge A and B will go together and C and D will go together. Now here we are showing you that you clip hinge B part into hinge A where those two clips will meet. To disengage, push the tab and pull apart. This will be really important in the next section as we install the doors. The same process will happen with parts C and D. By clipping the hinge and the hinge plate together, this will attach the two doors. To disengage, pull the tab. We are now going to install the hinges. Put hinge plate B on the side that will connect to hinge plate A and the cabinet face frame. We will then install hinge plate D on the opposing side to be installed to the door with no bores. Now take hinge plate C and snap together with hinge plate D. We now want to stand the doors upright and line up hinge plate C on the door with no bores. Now take the screws and screw the non-bored door to hinge plate C. Now with a Phillips head screwdriver, you can adjust the door for a perfect fit in the corner. Here's a picture of just hinge plate A on the cabinet. You will take hinge plate A as it's snapped into B and install on the face frame. You will then install the bottom hinge onto the face frame. Make sure that the front edge of the bracket is on the front edge of the face frame.
Once the door is installed, we need to check and make sure that the doors are level. We can adjust the fit of this door by using the 3 adjustment screws on the hinges. On the back of the hinge, right there, you will be able to move the door closer and further from the face frame. That is on the back of hinge plate A. In the middle of hinge plate A, that screw will adjust the door up and down. The last adjustment screw is on the inside of hinge plate B. This will move the door left to right. You have now successfully measured and installed your new Lazy Susan doors.